We are Source Interpreting. Our services include American Sign Language Interpretation, Transliteration, English-based, High Visual Orientation, and Deaf-Blind Interpreting. You may be wondering why you should pick Source. At Source, we value both our interpreter and deaf communities. We screen our interpreters to ensure that they are qualified, certified, registered with the state, and ready for the job. We check with our deaf community for what they desire or want in an interpreter match, and we do our best to appropriately match our clients and interpreters. In this way, we are able to build the trust of both communities. Our goal is always to make our interpreting and deaf communities stronger. Now watch what our community says about Source. I like Source Interpreting. They are committed, respectful, and professional. They are also very skilled at matching deaf community members with interpreters based on communication style. And most importantly, they are very involved with the deaf community. Source Interpreting. The ASD Alumni Association want to thank you for your absolutely amazing skills in scheduling and arranging interpreters for various events, such as our sports banquet, a large-scale event. For setting up interpreters, we were so impressed and we thank Source. You're absolutely amazing. Hello, I am Lisa Flaherty Vaughn. I am deaf-blind and an advocate in the deaf-blind community. I would like to take a moment to share with you some of the experiences that I've had in the field of interpreting. I've experienced working with various interpreters that are provided through different vendors. I noticed that part of our problem, first of all, is that there are many different vendors. Second, there seems to not be enough training and not enough experience that interpreters have with deaf-blind accessibility. I'd like to applaud Source, however, for providing qualified and experienced and trained interpreters. Hello, I'm Mill McGlynn. Source Interpreting Agency is my go-to for interpreting services, and the reason's twofold. First, in the event of an emergency, when I reach out to them, they are readily available with services through FaceTime. Second, anytime I've asked for an interpreter, they always ensure they ask me who I would like first before assigning the interpreter to make sure my needs are met, and that is why I love Source Interpreting. Hello, I am Alexandra McGee. Everyone calls me Sandra. I'm representing CCOSD, Connecticut Council of Organizations Serving the Deaf. CCOSD always uses Source Interpreting services for ASL to English and English to ASL interpreting for deaf people, visitors, representatives, deaf-blind, tactile, and close vision interpreting. Their services are absolutely great with amazing staff, and they're able to meet the communication needs of all people. We use Source Interpreting for workshops, forums, and meetings. They have been our go-to, and we are so satisfied with their great services. Hello, deaf community members. I'd like to share with you the positive experiences I've had working with Source Interpreting Agency. Working with Source is easy and seamless. The deaf community here, including myself, have developed a strong relationship with Source, and arranging and scheduling interpreters is done with ease. Source knows my signing style, my preferences, and is able to find the interpreters that are the best match for me. It's a very personal experience. And in the event any last-minute requests arise, they make every effort to provide interpreters no matter what. I would encourage you all to use Source Interpreting as your primary interpreting agency. Thank you. Hello, my name is Sandy Nzinga. I am the current president of the Connecticut Association of the Deaf, CAD. I use interpreters frequently, almost on a weekly basis, at different venues and events. I find that Source interpreters are absolutely amazing. They're reliable, they show up on time, and they're able to match my communication style. I feel communication is achieved successfully, fluidly, and comfortably. Hi, I'm Stephen Simon. I love Source interpreting. I work as a teacher in a public high school. I teach American Sign Language, and time to time I do need an interpreter, and I call on Source for those services. They're amazing. They send interpreters that are best able to match my communication needs, and working with Source is very easy. I've tried working with other interpreting agencies, and there have been problems and difficulties, but with Source, their interpreters are dependable and consistent. Their staff are friendly and easy to work with. I want to thank all of the Source interpreting staff. They are absolutely amazing. Hi, I am Julie Tibbett. I'm a deaf consumer and I use Source interpreting services on a weekly basis. I love Source interpreting. They show me tremendous respect as a deaf consumer. I use Source interpreting for work, in my personal life, and at school. Every time they receive my interpreting request, they consider my needs as a deaf professional with respect, which I so appreciate. Since Source Interpreting opened their doors, we have been extremely impressed, number one, by their high level of professionalism and their dedication and interest to honoring the deaf community's preference, requests, and understanding what they need. Another piece, as an interpreter myself, is I am extremely impressed because anytime I need something prior to an assignment, such as preparation materials, they understand and are ready to reach out and make those requests. The deaf community themselves notice a difference. In the past, we had one or two agencies that had interpreters here in Connecticut, and now there are a multitude. People become confused about which interpreters work for which agencies. And I'm so proud anytime somebody asks me, "Who do you work for?" I say Source. I provide them my business card and they smile. And that indicates to me that they notice a difference. And that matters to me. We need to be more responsive to the deaf community. The other thing that I truly appreciate about Source is their dedication and commitment to giving back to the deaf community. Their profits help support the American School for the Deaf and programs at the school. I feel that is vital for an interpreting agency to be involved with the deaf community. I'm so very proud to be part of Source. Hello. I'd like to share why I support Source Interpreting. They are amazing. I am a deaf-blind individual and they're always willing to change and fit my needs and open to those discussions about what my needs are. Hello. I'm Patrick Fisher. I am a certified deaf interpreter, CDI. I want to talk about why I believe Source Interpreting provides such good services. First of all, they know the field and what they're doing. While other agencies may blindly place interpreters or interpreters that are not a match for the deaf individual, Source takes the time to make sure they select interpreters that meet the needs of the deaf individuals. Source is truly amazing. Hi, I'm Sarah D'Agostino. I've been interpreting here in Connecticut for 27 years. Source Interpreting is a good company. They know the deaf community, they know the interpreting community, and they're involved with both. They understand the deaf consumers, what they need, and which interpreters are the best fit for those deaf community members. And they're able to make those matches, and I truly like that. Hello, I want you to come join us at Source Interpreting, and I'll tell you why. When the state of Connecticut closed the doors on the Interpreting Services Unit, do you think I'd stand idly by? Absolutely not. I brought the services here. Our work helps deaf children, deaf people, our hard of hearing community, and our deaf-blind community. So come and join us and be part of the team.